So your first chakra is located an inch, about inch and a half in front of your tailbone. So our chakra system and our chakra channel for myself line up in front of the spine and are not actually infused or connected to the spine. They just are right in front of it. So this is sort of at the base of the tailbone, just an inch or two in front of that space. And this is the only chakra that points downwards towards the earth. So the opening is downwards as if it's parallel to the earth. And it contains an outer wheel, which is your soul, and an inner wheel, which is your spirit. And in the first chakra, there are 4 additional cones that make this location up. This is your root chakra. You might hear it called the root chakra. And then your spirit wheel kind of sits on top of that. And then this is part of your channel. So this is the channel that goes through all the chakras. So this is the first chakra that actually penetrates the physical body in the torso, and it deals with survival, fight or flight, food, shelter, water, whether we feel safe or protected in our environment. So when we're safe and we're in our zone, let's say, and feeling secure and stable, this chakra is usually 6 to 8 inches in diameter. And it's spinning clockwise. Now, sometimes you might actually sense or feel that your chakra is actually spinning counterclockwise, and that just means you're processing information. Maybe it's healed recently from a trauma or a past experience or an emotion, and it's just in reverse because it's actually clearing itself out and filtering its system. But on a normal day-to-day basis, it should be spinning clockwise within the body. So when we are in what's called a deficient state, so I'm going to show you the deficient state, this chakra will be really, really tight. So it might feel like a ball. And that ball is going to be like, just like your fist, very tight. You can't see through your fist, where here you can see it open. So this is open, allowing the energy to pass through that space. But when it's tight and constricted, nothing's going to get through this channel. So what happens is it creates a block or a stronghold or a fixed belief in your space. So when that happens, it can look like actually pressure. It could also look like the chakras spinning only about 1 to 2 inches in diameter, so it's smaller in diameter. Or you can actually see a chakra bend out of the body where it's trying to hide. So when a chakra bends like this, it means that the person's in avoidance. So say, for example, person A, let's just say, is in survival. They can't make their rent and they don't know how their money's going to come, and it's the 3rd week of the month. So rather than letting everybody around them know that, they'll actually try to hide that information by actually moving the chakra outside of the body and try to sort of fake it until they make it. They'll start to think that they're going to make it, but deep down inside, they know that they're not going to, right? Because they have a fixed belief or a pattern that's saying, I'm in survival, I'm never going to get through this, you know, whatever's going to happen. You cannot write a program 99%. You have to write a program 100% or more, you know? So we have to be really careful when we go into avoidance or when we go into blockage and stuck energy. Because the initial item that we want to really pay attention to is that when we have stuck energy, it affects all the chakras that are earthbound. So that's your 2nd chakra, which is here, your 3rd chakra, which is here, excuse my sketching here, and then we also have our 10th chakra, which I've spoken about in a previous video, and we have the 11 chakras in the arches of our feet. So when these are getting affected, and we know this if we paid attention to the first video, we stop momentum, we stop things from happening, and we want to really connect to earth energy. We want to plug into earth energy and be an open channel. So when we're an open channel, here's our chakra again, and it's nice and open. What happens is this information can flow down into the earth, and then it can also flow upward to universal source energy. This is like the stars, divine source energy, whatever you want to call it. But we want this flow to happen. What happens in our day-to-day lives is that we feel that we cannot be vulnerable. We cannot share our experiences with everybody because they might use it against us later in life or in a different experience that they're having with us. But we have to just have the capacity to understand that by closing this chakra down, we're blocking all the other information that needs to come in and help us assist ourselves in our lifetime. So we want to really try our best and due diligence to keep this chakra open. So you can do that by just saying hello to it and just closing your eyes and trying to feel that spin, feel that movement, and feel the activity in the first chakra. And let yourself know that you're okay. Everything is going to work out in divine timing. To stay steadfast and strong, to stay in your center, and to keep clear.